Welcome to the Spendwise Moms channel, your homemaking resource hub. In this short video, I'm sharing the process of baking squash. I use this method for any winter squash, including pumpkins. The first step is to cut the squash in half and remove the seeds. Then put the squash upside down in a cooking pan and pour about an inch of water over it. Bake the squash for about an hour or so at 375 to 400 degrees. Stab it with a fork or sharp knife to make sure it is done before taking it out. Usually there is still some water in the pan when the squash is done. After removing it from the oven, carefully turn the squash over and put it on a plate and scoop it out when it's cool. Use the squash or freeze it until later when you're ready to use it. That's all there is to it. You can also boil squash, but I prefer baking it because you don't have to peel the squash beforehand or cut it into pieces. The squash is more dense when it is baked, and I like it a lot better that way. So before you throw your pumpkin out on Halloween, why not think about using it if it's still good? That pumpkin can be used in soups, pies, muffins, and bread. You can make your Thanksgiving and Christmas pies with it if you cook and freeze the squash until it's time for the holidays. It will have a milder taste than canned pumpkin in the store, but I enjoy knowing what is in my food that I eat and would rather do it myself. There are certain pumpkins that are better to use for pie, and while I do like using certain kinds over others, I have baked with all kinds of squash and things have turned out fine. If you're baking a Halloween pumpkin, be careful to get any markers, paint, or wax from candles off the squash before starting. If you have any concerns, you can just avoid using those parts if you want, and only use the back of the pumpkin if it's unmarked. It doesn't matter whether your pie is made of squash or even sweet potatoes like people down south use to make pie. What matters is that it is made the way you like it when you celebrate. Thanks for watching the Spendwise Moms channel. Please subscribe for more videos like this.